of the program. I think about the incredible commitment of the 32 teams and the NFL overall. But I go back to years ago, having met the commissioner, Roger Goodell, and his personal commitment to the health and wellness of children. So organizations really can do things, but it takes leadership and vision like what Roger provides to make this happen, because we're not here without the NFL, we're not here without Roger's incredible commitment to this. And another person we're not here unless this person was so committed to what this program is about and improving the health of our children is the 30th Secretary of Agriculture, Secretary Tom Vilsack. He's been a big supporter from the day he got involved in this several years ago. And today he's here to make an incredible announcement on behalf of USDA and America's dairy farmers. So thank you for coming up here, and I'd like to introduce the Secretary.
Tom, thank you very much. It is a distinct honor to be here today. You know, there are, as Tom indicated, 15 million children in America who at some point in time during the month live in a family where they simply don't have enough to eat. A third of our youngsters are overweight and border on being obese. So this is an issue that impacts and affects young people's lives, and that in turn will impact and affect the future of this country. So it is important for all of us to be concerned about this and for all of us to be engaged in it. And we have a remarkable partnership that's reflected here tonight. It's a partnership that starts with the NFL. And Tom's absolutely right. Without the commissioner's leadership and commitment to this, we obviously would not be having this venue, this opportunity to have a conversation about the importance of our young people. Commissioner Goodell has been committed to this from the get-go. He understands the significance of it, and he understands the significance of the NFL's ability to be able to reach out to young people and connect with young people with this message of better nutrition and exercise. The fuel up to play 60, the notion that you want to eat right and you want to move around during the day. And there's no better group of spokespeople for that than NFL players, both past and present. And the commissioner has ensured that we have in these schools across the United States a tremendous input by the NFL. But it takes more than the NFL. It takes a product. It takes a way in which we can convince young people this is what nutritious eating actually consists of. It consists of more dairy. It consists of more fruits and vegetables. It consists of whole grain. And we, USDA, have been working with the dairy producers from around the country to convey this message in a very forceful way so that people understand exactly what a nutritious meal looks like, and encouraging school districts across the United States to convert to a far healthier set of meals and snacks. And 97% of schools today have seen an improvement in what they're serving youngsters at school breakfast and school lunch. And it's in large part because of this program. And we've got another great partner in Gen Youth. Alexis is here, and she is a terrific, energetic spokesperson for this effort, committed, and she's sort of infectious with her enthusiasm for this. And it's a great team. And teams basically take a look at what works and have decided that we're going to team up again in a very significant way, which is why I'm here today. Today we're going to announce the commitment of $35 million to this effort in the form of equipment grants to schools across the United States. $30 million from the USDA and $5 million from Fuel Up to Play 60 and DMI and the National Football League and the partnership that we have. The $30 million from the USDA will go to large equipment purchases. The $5 million will go for the smaller equipment that would never be purchased by a school but for that grant. $35 million to encourage school districts to have the equipment that will allow them more easily to provide more dairy, more fruits, more vegetables, more whole grain. And the bottom line is that when we do this, Young people like Sierra are going to be healthier, they're going to perform better at school, and they're going to be more productive. And I can guarantee you that because of the strength of this partnership and the commitment of this partnership, that we will have a healthier generation of young people. When we're here for Super Bowl 65, you'll still be commissioner then, I suppose. I can assure you we're going to have a healthier generation because of this great partnership. So I'm thrilled to be here, and I'm excited about the ability of these resources to get to work immediately. And it's just so amazing. You know, the $5 million really is critically important to our efforts. Because it signals that this is something worthy of investment. It sends a message to the private sector and the nonprofit sector that this is something for them to think about. It sends messages to local businesses and local sports organizations in communities across the United States that this may be a way in which they can supplement and complement what the NFL and the dairy producers are doing and what USC is doing. So I'm excited to be here, thrilled to be here, and certainly appreciate the opportunity. I think I need to turn the podium over to the commissioner. I would just simply say that, you know, when you're growing up and you watch the NFL, you think being the commissioner would be like a great job. But I tell you, I like the job I have. It is amazing the number of issues that this commissioner is dealing with that are not necessarily directly related to what happens in that 100-yard field that we're going to watch tomorrow. Not necessarily related to the millions of fans. It's an incredible job, and he's doing an incredible job. And the fact that he's here today, one of a million places that he has to be at during this weekend, I think it underscores the significant personal commitment that he's made to this effort, and we are blessed with his presence today. Commissioner Capelli.
Thank you. We're also obviously very excited to be here in this community for Super Bowl 50. What a great community to celebrate our 50th game, and we're all very excited. It's hard to imagine looks like about less than 26 hours away from kickoff. So the countdown has begun, and we're excited and glad you're all here. Sierra, I'm particularly happy to see you because I love redheads. Redheads are important, but so are kids, and that's the big message for me. I'm the father of twin daughters who are 14. They love sports, they love to be active, and I think all of us care about our kids and other kids and their future. And the future of our kids really begins at a very early age now, where we can teach them the right things about lifestyle, the right things about wellness, the right things about how to do things. And our schools do a great job, but we in the private sector have to do a better job to support the efforts of those in the educational system, those of us who have the opportunity to have an impact on them. And that's what we're excited about doing in the NFL. And we started the Play 60 program just under 10 years ago. It was designed not just to get kids playing football, it was really just to get kids active. And whatever, they could go dancing, they can go walking, they can go running, they can play flag football. We love to just see kids active. We think it's good for our kids and good for their future. And if we start them down the right path at an early age, we believe that's going to lead to better wellness over their lifetime. We graduated a little bit further and added to that, Fuel Up to Play 60 was the nutritional component to that. We also believe in that, and that has been an extraordinary success also, and again, helping kids learn how to eat properly. And then we continue to find new ways in which we can build on each of these programs. And Tom mentioned it before, the Secretary also mentioned it. It doesn't come without the success of our players, the involvement of our players, and the support of our players. No one knows more about physical activity than our players. They're great athletes. They know how to take care of themselves. They know how to prepare themselves. And they love to teach that to kids. So when they go into schools, they have an impact. I remember growing up in Washington, D.C., when a couple of NFL players came in, my eyes were as big as could be, and I paid attention. I paid more attention to that than I did in school, unfortunately. But the fact is, you have those moments where you see people come in and tell you and their experience and how they've done things. And that just leads to greater success and I think greater leadership. So we're proud of that. But it comes with partnership. And we're very proud here to be partnering with the Secretary. He's done an extraordinary job in leading this. We are grateful to be working with you and the efforts that you're having to help all of our kids. And we'll continue to do that and support that. And of course, the National Dairy Council and Tom Gallagher, we've known each other for a long time. And I think this partnership has been extraordinary. We have a lot of partnerships in the NFL, but this is one of the most valuable and most important to us because of the work we do. And of course, last but not least, I think you said energetic, Alexis Glick, who has done an extraordinary job with Gen Youth. She really pulls all of us together. I think she's the glue that gives us the leadership, that shows us the path we need to go down. She's created more and more programs for us to get in 70,000 schools to help these kids. And that has had a huge impact. So Alexis, we thank you for your leadership and all you've done on that. So we're grateful to be partners of this. We hope everyone has a great time tomorrow afternoon. If you're not at the stadium, I expect you to be in front of your television sets. And good luck and have a great weekend. Thank you.
So I'm going to keep this short and sweet for obvious reasons. I've been here for a couple of days, need I say more? You know, oftentimes people say it takes a village. I'm a big believer that it takes an army. It takes an army of farmers, many of which are in this room in every corner of this country. They have been our lifeblood, our support system. It takes an army of players, as the commissioner just noted, who go into those schools every day across this country and incent and reward kids for healthy behaviors. It takes owners in all 32 clubs who commit to be with us side by side in the communities. And it takes folks like you, our partners, our friends, and our supporters. You know, at the end of the day, the reason I am so passionate and so energetic, and now I'm infectious, my stock is rising, is really our kids deserve it. And frankly, they deserve nothing less. They deserve the right to access to the healthiest options. They deserve the right to be physically active. And too many of our kids don't get that opportunity unless it is in the school building. You are our fuel. You are the engine on that locomotive. And you getting on board is what allows our kids to get the access to the proper nutrition and the physical activity they so desperately deserve. I'm just gonna share with you one thing. I brought my cell phone up and I figured I won't get the passcode in quickly enough, so I just wrote it on a piece of paper. So earlier this morning I texted, most folks know I've got 4 kids and I'm a lunatic mother. So I've got a 14, 12, a 9-year-old and a 3-year-old. So I texted my 14-year-old Logan this morning, and this is my text to him. Hi, honey. I miss you. Are you okay? I love you. And then I wrote, next text. This is what I'm doing today. And I sent him a link to our press release. His text response back to me after reading the press release, wow, Mom, that's awesome. I then texted him back and I said, thank you, honey. I'm really proud. We can change a lot of lives. Logan texted me back. He said, Mom, yes, you really can. So I leave you with that because he's a 14-year-old boy whose mother is traveling 200 some odd days a year. But if all of us could teach our kids that same lesson, whether they have the access or not, and ensure that they have the same kind of infectious passion that Sierra does, we can really change generations of kids to come. So I thank all of you. I am humbled by your presence. I am humbled by the gentlemen on this stage who have taught me so much about what it means to be partners.